Hello and welcome to the Penno Channel for this match review of Everton 0, Aston Villa 1 in the Premier League. I'm joined with my bro as always to go through this one. But before we start, if you could like, subscribe and let us know your thoughts on the game and what took place last night at Goodison Park. How you doing, bro? How you feeling? And a massive 3 points last night.
Yeah, I'm gas, bro. So many teams have played Everton recently that haven't got the 3 points, and we've gone there with their new manager and we've come away with the win, bro. So I'm buzzing, man. Honestly, like that's such a massive win for our Champions League hopes.
Yeah, facts, bro. Facts. So yeah, going into it, obviously Everton had just got David Moyes, and that's a big deal. 13 years away, to come back to Goodison Park in their final year at Goodison Park as well. He's going to be trying to help them stay up this season because they need it before they move to their new ground. So it was a massive occasion for them.
So many teams have
there's an echo going on.
That haven't. Yeah, carry on, bro.
So yeah, coming through that, it was going to be a big night for us, travelling away to Goodison Park. So we had to be up for it. Obviously, some good news coming through the week. We've got a signing coming in, and Philogene had left as well. So going into this one, it was all about just getting 3 points. And as you said, Everton had got some good results against Arsenal, City, Chelsea. Their most recent loss was Forest at home. But at home, they'd started to really kick into gear, even though Sean Dyche got the sack. So we knew it was going to be difficult. If we were going to win, we'd need to score first because it's hard to score there for sure. And we had to really set up. So going into the lineup, bro, what was your thoughts on that?
Firstly, bro, I just want to say clean sheet, man. How long has it been for Aston Villa to get a clean sheet, especially away from home? Like, that's unheard of territory there. That's like winning away at Newcastle territory, that is. So, like, I was just gassed, bro. I think it's our first Premier League away win since September, maybe October. But to get a clean sheet as well. If it was going to be against one team, it had to be Everton, really. I think they've scored like 1 goal in their last 6 league games. So, yeah, man, I'm just still buzzing off the result. Like, genuinely, we had to win that yesterday if we are serious about Champions League football this season. Team news. It wasn't what I wanted team news wise, but it's what I expected. Like, I expected Watkins to still get the nod over Duran. Emery's all about respectability and earning your place again. And Duran was never going to just start a league game after missing 3 games through suspension. Dean, I wanted Maatsen to start, but I expected Dean to start as well because Maatsen started against West Ham. So yeah, the interesting thing was Onana and Kamara with Tielemans further forward, with Bailey dropped. I thought maybe he might give Bailey the nod because when Bailey is fit, Emery does like to start him. But no, we went with the box 4 with Ramsey, Onana, Tielemans, and Kamara. So yeah, that was interesting as well. Everything else as expected.
Yeah, it was interesting to see Ramsey play off the left and like Rodgers kind of off the right at times as well, wasn't he, in that space? Yeah. So that was something a bit different that we changed it up for. And yeah, I did against West Ham. I thought the first half when Tielemans was playing a bit further forward, we kind of struggled to play through the lines. And when he inevitably dropped back second half and was in that position and was able to receive the ball off the centre backs, I thought we played much better and we looked at far better side. So that was one of my concerns going into the game. I thought, how would we be able to develop the ball through the lines with Tielemans playing further forward? But yeah, apart from that, it was expected for me as well. I think JJ coming into the side was no surprise for me, especially going away from home. We've all known over the years, Leon Bailey sometimes away from home, he does struggle. And maybe with Ramsey coming in, he's a better suited to link the play in between the lines as well. And how Ramsey can progress with the ball as well as play some good 1-2s with either Digne or the midfielder inside as well. So yeah, I wasn't too surprised with that, apart from just Rodgers' positioning. So anyway, bro, quick few comments. Michael's joined. He says, good morning to you, Michael. Thanks for joining. Steve has also joined. He goes, yes, boys, thanks, Steve. And he also goes, great win. Up the fucking Villa. Yeah, for sure. It was a massive win. And he also goes, give Watkins some love. Guy gets too much stick. I will do. We'll go into Watkins for sure in this one. So yeah, bro, going into the starting opening 10-15, how were you feeling? I thought we started really well. I thought Amadou Onana returning to his former club after his big move was all action. He was either going to get a red card or he was trying to bag a goal in those first 10, 15 minutes.
I really liked how we played in the first 25 minutes. I thought we were dominant on the ball. I thought we kept possession well, and we was actually posing a threat. Like there was a couple of times where we were winning the ball in the middle and working it quickly to the right-hand side with either Kamara carrying or Anana carrying, with Cash making the overlap. And yeah, we had our chances, man. I was really happy with how we played, honestly. Like I thought we settled the Everton crowd straight away. We didn't allow them to get their momentum coming in with a new manager, because they were going to be up for it straight away. Like they feel like they've finally been like freed from having Sean Dyche as a manager. Like I've been reading some of their fans' comments, like they've been sick of Dyche for a while now, and obviously being reunited with Moyes. But yeah, I really liked our tempo. I thought we kept the ball really well. Emery tweaked the build up again, playing Kamara at right centre back next to Konza and Mings, allowing the wing backs to push on. And I really liked how we played. Just the one thing though, I think if you're gonna push the wing backs on as well, I think when they do get the ball, they do have to make the most of it, don't they? Really, otherwise, if they get their cross blocked, I guess you got Kamara on the transition to try and help break you up. You got Anana, but yeah, when the wing backs get that ability to push on, they've got to make the most of it. But yeah, I was really happy. I was really happy where we had the breakaway through the middle where Watkins was played through by Kamara, first time pass. Watkins then played Tillemans, had his shot blocked. That was a big chance. And
we had Rodgers' chance as well. Rodgers had a big chance, which is a good save from. Great save from.
That was such an underrated save, because that's in the corner. That is.
Yeah, it was. It was a big.
And Rodgers, what I love
save
about Rodgers is he's going away from goal and he's still got the ability to whip his foot around that and curl it into the bottom corner. Like such a great play. I thought Rodgers was good again, to be honest, like really good. And then we had the Watkins chance, like Ashley Young, man, Villa through and through, trying to set us up one more. Well, it actually. It reminded me of the goal that their player gave to Young all them years ago in the 3-2.
Jagielka. So Jagielka, I was just going to say, it reminded me of Jagielka playing that pass to Young in the second goal.
I think it was our second goal. Yeah, the second goal.
It was.
And Young thought, you know what? Let me just throw it back one more time. And yeah, he's put it on a plate for Watkins. And I don't know. I wasn't confident he'd score. Pickford does close down the distance quick, but I think Watkins knows he should have buried it. But big chances.
Yeah, it did. It felt like those first 2025, we deserved a goal, and it wasn't coming in. It was seeming to be like, was it going to be one of those nights where Pickford was going to have a blind day and we weren't going to score past him? But yeah, Watkins should have done better than with that chance. He'll know that as well. But yeah, as you said, there was numerous opportunities for us to break the deadlock, and we didn't quite take them in those opening 2025. I thought after that, Everton kind of settled in, and it was a bit more of a game within that point, and they started, getting into our half. Even though we did dominate the ball and control it at the back, I did think they'd started to play a bit more and winning the ball a bit higher up the pitch. I don't know what your thoughts were going in from 25 till half time and how the game planned out from that point.
Well, Everton definitely grew into the game. Like they had a great pass from Milenko on the left hand side, where Calvert-Lewin's timed his one perfectly, and we've tried to play him offside, but he's onside, and he takes the first time shot that just goes wide. That was a big chance for them. They started pressing us a lot better as well. Like Luka Dean got pressed for their chance where they closed him down. They win the ball back, and Calvert-Lewin gets off a really big chance. And if it weren't for Kamara having the intelligence to go back and get on the line and clear it away, there would have been 1-0 up. So. Yeah, and then they had their biggest chance probably was the Decore in the box, free run into the centre of the pitch, and should have scored as well, bro. So for all the chances we had, Everton were getting some joy as well, to be fair.
Yeah, I did think they really grew into it, and as you said, bro, they were two big chances, and the best player on the pitch, Boubacar Kamara, who got back on the line and stopped the ball from going in. That was a big moment in the game just before half time as well. Just one thing, what do you think about us playing out from the back then and how we play? Obviously, with no Pau Torres in the side now, it's Tyrone Mings who will be starting going forward at left centre back. Do you think we've regressed sort of in our playing out from the back? It's not going to be to the same level. I think Tyrone Mings defensively positioning, winning the ball in the air is excellent in comparison to Pau Torres. I think he's much better in that sense. But in terms of on the ball, do you think we lack something going forward at times?
Firstly, I just want to say as well, it's a good day to have a Boubacar Kamara Avi as a display picture. Like what a performance that was yesterday. I think with Torres and Mings, it is the biggest catch-22, isn't it? Because I think Torres is way better on the ball in the build-up. He distributes it better. We defend by keeping the ball when Pau Torres has the ball, if that makes sense. Like he'll pass to his man, he'll break the lines. Mings, yesterday, I think he kind of lacked with his distribution. There was a couple of times where he just kept on giving it away a bit. There was one pass I remember he played back to Martinez. It was short and it forced Martinez just to boot it out for their throw-in. So there's that bit of lag with Mings's distribution, which again is understandable as well. Like he's not played that much football, but you do see the difference with Mings and Pau Torres in the build-up. And I think that might be a reason as well why Kamara's had to drop deeper as well, because Emery wants someone that can play on the ball. On the flip side, Mings' box defending yesterday was really good. Like his clearances, his ability to get in front of his man, the way he heads the ball out. He only really had one blip at the end, was the Calvert-Lewin chance. I think his flick on led to that. But apart from that, he was really, really good defensively. So it's all about what you weigh up more, I guess. I don't think it was. I don't think it was that difference to a Pau, because Everton still had their chances, didn't they? It's not like he's just thankfully, for once, like the opposition team didn't score off the chances they got. I think Villa have deserved more clean sheets this season, and it was nice yesterday to finally get a bit of luck on our side defensively in that sense. But I thought Mings off the ball defensively was brilliant, just lacking a bit on the ball.
Yeah, I think that's a big point. In fact, in terms of statistically and then how our goals that we've actually conceded and the points dropped, I think the variance has really been against us this year in comparison to last year, when the number of opportunities, should have gone in really last season. We probably got away with it. This season, it feels as if just the stat regarding shots on target in, the first shot on target teams are having and scoring against Villa. It's just variance at the end of the day. And it was nice to see the variance in our favour yesterday, albeit against us. Scored 26 goals from open play this season, the lowest of any side. But yeah, it was nice to see it go in our favour, and I think it was deserved, as you said, bro, because there's been a number of games this season when we've been so unlucky to concede because the team have only had that one shot. So yeah, going into it at half time, I thought this is our game. We can go on to win this for sure. I did feel that way. I was confident we were going to do that as well, because I thought the way we kept the ball as well, we know against sides that we play against, if we keep the ball, they usually start to tire. It's happened in a number of games, whether we've equalised or we've gone to score late, at Villa Park especially. West Ham showed that just from coming from 1-0 down. We still continued to keep the ball and they got tired as the game progressed and were able to transition past them. Thought the same would happen to Everton, because they did begin to press to the start. The second half of the first half, they started to really press on us. They let us have the ball a bit more for the first part of it. But I expected us to really take control of the game second half. Going into that second half, were you expecting?
Just before the second half, we got to talk about it, man. Ramsey, he's got to bury that, hasn't he? He's got to bury that.
He's got to score. It's strange with Ramsey, because if there's one player I want to have that opportunity, it's him. Based on his history and where he, the goals he scored from the edge of the box, you'd expect Ramsey to bury that. And yeah, he's whacked it. The contact with the strike's really clean. He's just put it narrowly wide. And
I can't lie. I got too gassed. I screamed in it. I thought he was already in. I thought that was it, bro. Like, that's the way it landed for him. Like, got him, man, because he needs a goal. Like, he needs a goal badly, doesn't he, Ramsey? Like,
yeah, facts. He does. He really does. And hopefully he'll come, man, because I think he'll get a lot of game time now going forward. Yeah, bro.
It's just he's like such an interesting player, I think, because whenever he is fit, Emery starts him. I think Emery loves Ramsey and what he brings to the side. Off the ball, he's carrying. It's just with Ramsey now, it's just that final third play. Like, me and you rate him highly, and it's just that final third. Can you make the right decision, and can you start adding goals to your game, man? Like, you gotta start scoring. Like, he was unlucky against West Ham. He's had another chance, 2 chances yesterday. Like, we need him to start scoring, don't we?
Yeah. And we do. We need some more goals and assists coming from other players that are not Watkins, Duran and Morgan Rogers. And hopefully that comes, bro. Moving on to the second. Actually, I'll go through a few comments quickly. Nick Fadley's joined. Thanks for joining. He goes, all right. Steve says, more clean sheets now. King Mings is back. I think that will be the case. Engine 9, thanks for joining. He says, yes, boys, great win last night. Kamara, Ballon d'Or this season. Oh, he was oozing last night.
Pull it into the universe, man.
He was balling out. Marcus says, gents, just cooking a chicken curry at the moment and thinking of my late mother. If she was still here, she would say, I hope Duran kick up Arsenal's bumper clot for the disrespect of 30 million. Michael, I was saying the exact same things when I saw the news and I saw the video of Robbie, man. He was chatting absolute shit.
Robbie, man,
yeah, and they need to stick it. They need to Villa need to show. And I think Duran will get some minutes against Arsenal. I think he really will. I think Duran not getting minutes last night, there might be something into that. I know he went back to Colombia for his suspension, didn't he, bro? I think had some time away. So yeah, I think Duran, looking forward into the Arsenal game, will get minutes for sure. Going into that second half, bro, what were your thoughts about changes and stuff like that?
I was shocked there were no changes. I can't lie. I was shocked. I thought he was going to be Maatsen on, because we were getting the joy down the left hand side. Like, Ashley Young was there for the taking, but I felt like we weren't running in behind the space that he was leaving constantly. And I thought, if you have someone there that can combine with Ramsey, you can get in behind Ashley Young. Like, it's like I love Ashley Young, and Villa legend and all that, but come on, let's go.
40-year-old man.
40-year-old man. Like, what did Sancho say? Certain man don't even make it to that.
Bro, it's mad. It's mad. I don't know how he does it, man.
I just thought Maatsen was, and I know I'm biased in it. I know I'm biased with Maatsen, but I just thought he was just the no-brainer, especially because Dean wasn't doing that well defensively. I didn't feel like 2 chances had come from him losing the ball at the time. So I thought, okay, you're not losing that much defensively. We can really get at him and attack the space. But Emery's quite reserved, isn't he, with substitutions? Like, he doesn't really. I don't know. What do you think? Reactive more than proactive? Would you say Emery subs?
I don't know. I think we've had this discussion before, and I think I conceded because I went he was more reactive when I did think he was proactive. But I don't know, because sometimes he does something like, they're bang on. He is proactive sometimes, and sometimes he just leaves it. I think the game state for yesterday, and probably why there wasn't subs at the time, was I think he could understand that we were dominating the ball, and if we just kept playing and they'd get progressively tighter, we would score, because we were creating before that anyway. So that would be my understanding, that there wasn't really too much of a need to change it, in that he just believes in his philosophy, and that the more we keep playing, more than likely teams are going to tire, and there'll be more opportunities to score. And that's what happened, bro. We scored 6 minutes after half time. Before that, Ramsey had a chance again, put it wide. But yeah, let's talk about it, bro. Ollie Watkins, man. He's 1 goal away from double digits again. That would be 5 seasons in a row that he's had double-digit goals. His numbers, comparatively to other strikers of yesteryear, I think, were highly rated. I'm going to do a video on this, who are known for being clinical and have been goal scorers. They're right up there comparatively. Talk us about the finish, the goal, and just Ollie Watkins in general.
Yeah, first of all, I want to give big credit to Ezri Konsa, because the way he carries this ball out and beats about 2-3 Everton players, starts the move. And then he helps us get up the pitch. And then I think we press Branthwaite, who kind of overplays the pass. Morgan Rogers, bro. I can't get over how good this pass is. The weight of the pass is perfect. Watkins doesn't have to take a touch. He can just stride into it and hit it first time. I think Pickford kind of flops a bit. I don't know why he came out like that. That was kind of weird. But the pass, bro, is perfect. And Watkins just slots it away. And it's good to see him persevering after missing the chance earlier, bro. And Ollie Watkins, what can I say about Watkins? He will always get chances in a game. And my thing, I don't mind my strikers missing chances as long as they keep getting them. And I think Villa have the best striker depth in the league with Duran and Watkins. I think if we're being real about how we rate Watkins and his off the ball stuff or his stuff outside the goals and assists, I think he has dropped off from last season a little bit with certain things like strength and that. But he's always going to get his chances. He's always going to have the movement to get the opportunities. And match winner, he needed that goal, because you could tell by his celebration, he was really, really, really happy. More extra happy, I'll say, compared to how he normally celebrates. So massive goal.
Yeah, it was huge. Firstly, as you said, Morgan Rogers. I did see some people questioning his end product, and I think that's 4 returns now in 4 games for
Foolishness.
Morgan Rogers.
Foolishness.
So I don't think there's anything wrong with his end product. To be honest, I think he's all round almost a complete player, and he's showing it. The numbers are coming now. But yeah, Watkins, he done well to. You might have watched the Cole Palmer goal against Bournemouth the day before, I think, because Cole Palmer applied the fake shot, and Watkins, when the ball came through to him at that point, he was on his left foot, similar position, and he didn't hit it early. He waited, he let the ball come across him, which I thought was really good, because I think Pickford, when he was coming out, was anticipating him hitting the early shot. And if you see, instead of taking it early, say with his right foot, he lets the ball come across him, and Pickford's kind of caught out of position. Then it's a lovely finish. So I think that was intelligent for Watkins. He's bided his time to let Pickford come out, so he has more of the goal to aim for. That's good striker play, and yeah, as you said, bro, the celebrations, yeah, the relief. I think that was an exhale of relief and joy at the same time, and yeah, I think the whole team are behind him. They all want him to do well, and Duran, Watkins, what strikers, man! What we're so blessed in the striker department. When you look at when you look at Calvin Lewin last night, you just think, yeah, bro, we're lucky, man. We are lucky to have 2 strikers who will probably be getting double-digit figures in the Premier League this season. I don't even think probably they will get double-digit goals in the Premier League this season for sure.
Alan, you won the
yeah, bro. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you 1-0 up and you think, okay, Villa, when we take the lead, come on, let's see it out now. Everton don't score and we win the game. And that's what Everton have been doing, not scoring. So, yeah, I felt confident after that a little bit. However, I thought after our goal, bro, I thought Everton were the better team, to be honest. I don't think our football improved after that. We had Onana, who was at risk of a sending off. Like, he was on thin ice. I thought one of the fouls was not a foul though at all. One of the fouls, like, their player just dived and got away with it. But outside of that, I thought, yeah, Onana might have to come off. But Emery didn't change in fair play. He doesn't get sent off in the end. But yeah, I thought Everton grew into the game way more. And they weren't really creating, but they were pinning us back a little bit. Like, we were going into like a 5 at the back at times, just blocking the space.
One thing I'm going to say about this, do you think, because similar happened against West Ham, I think after we scored, that it was kind of all West Ham for the majority. Now, obviously, momentum changes his games. When a team's losing, they're going to try and, put more people forward, play longer, really try and stick it on you. But is it a concern that when we've taken leads and we've seen it throughout a number of games this season, that we kind of step back, we drop off, the football's not to the same tempo as when we're trying to chase a goal? I don't know what your thoughts are, because is it a pattern of our play?
Surely,
is it tactical?
It's got to be instructions. The players aren't going to do that. With the way Emery's so like precise in his analysis, like, that's got to be instructions. Players aren't going to go against the gaffer, otherwise you're not going to start.
Yeah, that's fair. But then, do you think with now Mings coming into the side, I think, do you reckon we'll see more of this, like more reserve and stepping back even more, just because we trust with Mings' ball dominance in the box, and we know how good he is at blocking shots, getting to crosses, heading the ball out. We can see us probably drop back and even try and be an even more transitional side, just because we have a player now who's ball dominant in the box defensively.
Yeah, could I see it? Maybe, but I don't really like the logic of just because you've got, like, say, a world-class keeper or you've got someone that can clear it out, you invite more pressure. I'd just rather us continue to play our game and try and score that way, personally. And I did feel, I don't know how you felt, but were you shocked? Were you shocked at the lack of subs, like, going on? I thought we looked a bit, not tired, but more like,
I was
some fresh legs here.
I was surprised with the subs, with the players on the bench. Now, I understand game state and probably why Bailey wouldn't come on. I get that, because defensive actions are quite important. But I did think Matson would come on. I did think Duran would come on as well, just for fresh legs, as you said. But yeah, just going back to the thing, like, the only reason why I say that is I remember, the period when Unai first came in, that second half of the season, we kind of, we obviously dropped back into the 6, didn't we, in our shape? In the box formation, the 2 attacking tens as such would drop back and we'd make a 6 in our back line, and we would more than like we were digging out results rather than going to. We were comfortable in our defensive shape. We were winning 2-1 or 1-0. Once we took the lead, teams weren't scoring past us. I was just thinking, are we going to go back to something similar? Because of the amount of goals we conceded last season, we conceded 60 odd goals in the league, which is a lot. This season we've conceded a lot of goals, albeit we stated it was around variance. Do you think that potentially we could just drop back into that shape reminiscent to that time and just see if we can reduce the amount of goals we concede? I think we're having technical difficulties. Bro, shout me when you're back. Yeah, just my opinion. I think that could potentially be the case. We could drop back into our shape in the and a bit more defensive. And just because Mings is available and it's not Pau Torres, and we can allow Mings then to show what he's good at defensively. Just a thought, and maybe we will see something similar to that time when Emery first came and drop into that shape. So we just, stop conceding the amount of goals we concede, because we do concede a lot of goals. We do. You back, bro?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I'll go into the comments. Yeah, I can hear you good. You're back. Engine 9 says, Duran went over to Watkins at the end of the game, gave him a big hug. Good to see. Yeah, that's great to see. And I think their relationship's developing. It's good, man. The competition's healthy as well. I love that strikers to be competitive, because that just only benefits Villa as well. If they're both competitive and they're on it, then Villa are going to fly up. Ken M says, I love Morgan Rogers, but when he takes on 4 people and loses the ball, it's dangerous. It is, but then think of it's, you weigh it out. Think of the times he takes on 4 and we score off it. I think you have to just give Morgan Rogers that license, because more often than not, he produces. Ken M also says the new guy, Dana Marlon, may do the same. Yeah, I think he will be similar in terms of that. I've heard having watched him and reading numerous articles regarding Marlon, he can be a bit hit and miss at times, and hopefully the new environment helps him to bring more consistency to his game. But yeah, that could be potentially the case as well. And Engine 9 says as well, yeah, but when we made subs at Forest, we lost, which is also a fair point, indeed. The team was set up in that shape. It didn't look like we weren't playing to the same, but did we feel like we were going to concede? I don't know. Maybe when Calvert-Lewin had that big chance at the end, potentially. But apart from that, no. So yeah, that could be the case, that we didn't make any subs because we were just happy with the shape and the players on the pitch, and we felt like we would go on to win the game, which we did. So yeah, that's a fair point, Engine. Anyway, Villa get the 3 points, man. It's a huge 3 points, and we move on to Arsenal. Massive game again, away at the Emirates. We all know what happened last year. I think that was pivotal in us getting Champions League qualification, and obviously it's pivotal for their season as well. So it's going to be a massive game. We all know the semantics around Emi Martinez. So we go into that with confidence, having won 3 games in 2025. What a year it's been so far, and hopefully we can get something from there. We're in a great position as 7th. I think we're 3 points off top 4. Is that the case? Is it? Or is it 6 points? Yeah, so currently, yeah, Champions League flying, in the FA Cup still. And to think, I don't think we've been anywhere near our best. And Morgan Rogers, he stated that in his interview at the end of the game last night. If you managed to catch it, he said he doesn't feel Villa have been at their best at all this season, and they have gears to go. And I think as a fan, and most fans will agree with that statement. So I can't wait to see what happens the second half of the season, and hopefully we can really start to find our form and continue this impressive form that we have so far. Ken M says, I want Mings to build a good relationship with Digne. Yeah, I think he's played with Digne a lot now. Obviously, Digne's been here since Gerrard, so he'd have played a number of games before his injury with Digne as well. I hope him and Maatsen can get a good relationship when Maatsen plays, because as we saw against West Ham, Maatsen was getting into a lot of space, and I just thought the ball was a bit delayed to him. He could have played the ball past quicker, but that will only happen in time. He's played limited minutes in Maatsen, so they can only develop that relationship with time. Anyway, thank you all for joining. Just a quick one, get a match review out there. Appreciate you all in the comments as well. Obviously, a bit earlier today. We might do more of these lunchtime streams if people are around for those and they prefer it. Anyway, if you could like, if you're new, subscribe, and let us know in the comment section. Comments are key. Let us know your thoughts on the game and how you feel about going to the game on the weekend against Arsenal. I'll have a transfer window update coming through, obviously, with Philogene now confirmed going to Ipswich and other links that Villa have. And yeah, thank you all for joining, and see you on the next one, Up the Villa.